In this video, you'll learn how to find the inverse function of cubic equations. Now, f of x can be rewritten as y. To find the inverse function, the first step we do is to switch the x and the y. And so I will go ahead and rewrite the equation. X cubed, we're going to write as y cubed plus 2 will be equal to x. And now all we have to do is solve for y. Let's go ahead and get y by itself by bringing the plus 2 over to the other side. It becomes minus 2. So we have y cubed equals x minus 2. Now the last step that we need to do is to get y by itself. So we need to undo the cubed. And we'll do that by taking the cube root of both sides. So that gives us y equal to cube root of x minus 2. Now to rewrite this in function notation, we write f inverse of x equals to the cube root of x minus 2. In this example, we're going to rewrite the equation as y cubed minus 5 equal to x. And we will now solve for y. To bring the minus 5 to the other side, we'll change it to a plus 5. So that gives you y cubed equals x plus 5. Now to get the y by itself, we will take the cube root of both sides. To get us y is equal to the cube root of x plus 5. And to rewrite a function notation, we'll write it like this. Inverse function of x is equal to the cube root of x plus 5. Now what's different about this example compared to the problems that we have just finished is that instead of having simply an x cubed, we have an x plus 2 and this whole thing is cubed. But we just follow the same steps that we did earlier. Replace the x and the y. So we have y plus 2 cubed minus 5 is equal to x. And just like before, we're going to get y by itself. So this minus 5 comes to the other side, becomes a plus 5. And we get y plus 2 cubed equals x plus 5. Now again, to get rid of the cube, we take the cube root of both sides. So that gives us y plus 2 equals to the cube root of x plus 5. And now the only difference is that we have this extra step. We have this extra plus 2 that we need to move to the other side, which will give you a minus 2 on the outside. So y is equal to the cube root of x plus 5 minus 2. And to rewrite this in function notation, we have f inverse of x equal to the cube root of x plus 5 minus 2. And here for our last example, we will rewrite the equation as y minus 7 cubed plus 1 equal to x. And we will solve for y. Start by moving this plus 1 over to the other side, becomes a minus 1. So that gives us y minus 7 cubed equals to x minus 1. Now to get rid of the cube, we'll take the cube root on both sides. And we get y minus 7 equal to the cube root of x minus 1. And now to get y by itself, we just need to bring this minus 7 to the other side. Change it to a plus 7. And we have y equals the cube root of x minus 1 on the inside, and on the outside we have a plus 7. And finally, to rewrite this in function notation, f inverse of x is equal to the cube root of x minus 1 plus 7.